Hello, guys. Time to translate some energy. I feel the need to translate. Um, so I'm gonna pull the cards and see where the energy is at. What's needed to be said. What's needed to be projected. I hear the word to say projected. I got the skull out with me also, which is intriguing because when I went to go grab the skull, it was next to my waist beads, which is making me feel like we're gonna be like in the womb aspect of energy. Um, like somebody, child, your fetus could be talking, want to communicate. Um, I want to start with tarot. Also got energy also, which I think is so funny and exciting, is that Eternal is definitely wanting to play with us. It comes in a trick and treat aspect, as into they can fill up your account or they can take away from your account, and you're gonna know it was them aspect. So it's like checking a list. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Don't cross the line. That came out yesterday too. Got special helpers. Stop, wait, and go. Don't cross the line. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be doing. The rules in our lives are like the yellow highway lines. God gives us rules in the Bible to help us know what to do. Our parents and teachers make rules to help us keep us in line. Don't cross the line. If you know something you're not supposed to do and you're wanting to do it, don't do it. God, special helpers. Each time you see a truck pass our car, pause a moment and thank God for those special helpers. You're seeing messages. That's how that's operating. That there's signs coming from the eternal aspect telling you don't do that or go this way. Something of that aspect. There's signs you're getting, and it's a time to be thankful for that. It's funny because it goes with the aspect how I started off of the energy as into it's a trick and treat aspect. And that treat is recognizing them signs. And in this way it displayed like you're in a car and you look over and you see a truck, it's a message on it. That's the intriguing part. But it's God's special helpers. Stop, wait, and go. I will obey your word. That goes with the first one as to don't cross the line. It's making me think of the 12 commandments, honestly. The thou shall, those ones. Adultery. Why is that one popping in my head? That's intriguing. Adultery. Are we feeling frisky, lustful, flirtatiously? Don't cross that line. That's intriguing. And that's funny because right in the middle is God's special helpers. The way this energy is, it's intriguing to me. And on each side, you got don't cross the line, and then you got stop, wait, and go. Think before you act. And right in the middle is God's special helpers. It's funny. It's making me think of people say, I got two angels on my shoulder. Which one are you listening to? But that's so funny too. That's the communication. Let me put some more cards. Give me a second. It's the divine communication. There's 2 4s too. Stop it. That is super clear as day. It's the eternal side. It's a loved one again. Yesterday was a loved one too. It seemed like your spouse. This one is not identifying as anything other than family member that passed away. They're giving you communication. That's your special helper. That's amazing. And it's in the crown chakra, the heart chakra, and in your feet. Where are you going? I feel like it's gonna be a little off topic what I'm about to talk about, but I feel it's important. An energy I've been wanting to speak on, I've been thinking about, is how do we come back? Like the way how energy can get consumed inside of a guy. It's like breathing. Like guys don't think they can get pregnant. Okay, guys get pregnant all the time. They have children in their nutshell. They have whole energy chilling in their testicles, you know, but at some point in time they have to release it, just like how a female carry a child in the womb. It only can stand there for a certain amount of time before it has to be released, or this will bust out, you know. It's the same way with God. They have wet dreams or something. It has to come out at a certain point in time. The thing with that is it helps understand, for me, how it could be a little bit confusing because you never know what energy you just consumed of and go release back to somebody else. That's why some people they don't identify with their family in no form of a way. Try to think of another way to explain this. It happens to go with the different planets. It's like it's all a bunch of different energies from different places, and everybody received from different aspects. That's part of the God special helpers. And this is self-recognition. And I speak of the two angels on the side. Because you have, you know, your actual parents, you know, who they birthed you, they say, but you actually have the energy you came back from. Which that's something I actually personally been thinking about myself because I seem to be in that type of situation and it's intriguing to me personally. Now recognizing this type of energy. There's a lady that calls my child her child. Like she always say, that's my baby, you know, and the way she operated seemed like it's her damn child, honestly. But it's like at the end of the day, could that be a true statement? Because the energy comes back, if that makes sense. It's just why some people they flock and levitate to or gravitate to certain energies because they recognize them. Or energy, how I say, you have to build your own family because you have to recognize the energies where y'all come together. It's not stuck in the energy that somebody told you to be in, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But that's just energy I've been picking up. Like I feel like there's more on the aspect I had to talk about. But that seemed to be important at the moment. I'm gonna pull some more cards. But this ending card reminds me of that. It's a lot of that energy. It's always been that energy, but it seemed to be more of a recognition for it. Because it's a lot of energy where people are born in families, but somehow they all clash. Where it's a resistance to each other for some reason. It's like, why is that? So much more I want to get into. I think I might make a different video about that because it's not coming in as clear as I was receiving it the first time. So I'm going to leave it at that aspect for now. And I'm looking at this glass. I can see clear behind me. And that's the reflecting energy. It was right in order too. That's 2 4s and they go to 5. And it's in up reverse. It's in upright this time. Working with others is in upright. That came out yesterday too, but it was in reverse. It's upright. And this part of don't cross the line. This is knowing each other's boundaries. Same destination aspect. This is so perfect. It's about the right alignment. Don't step out of it. If you know you might supposed to be doing something, but people around you are doing it, you know you're not supposed to do it. Stay in alignment. No way to explain it. These cards are coming out fast. The World card. Okay, it came out yesterday too. It's so gorgeous. There's something got recognized. Some communication went through for sure. That's amazing. And the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles came out upright. Communication, it went well. Got special helpers. Communication is going back and forth. You're in alignment. You're working on communication. You're recognizing, somebody's recognizing a loved one. That's why I say stop, wait. I'm going to pull some more cards for that because it's important. It's part of the eternal aspect. Maybe Russian energy, you gotta slow down. Maybe even stop. To be able to receive. It's an energy I spoke of before, the way I'm feeling this. Everybody have a part to play in this like galaxy Earth aspect that we operate in. And sometimes we have to wait for the next person to do what they gotta do so we can do what we gotta do, if that makes sense. It's that type of energy where everybody can't be moving at the same time. Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. I'm being a little sarcastic, but seriously, that's the energy. It's not a competition aspect. It's like each person have an aspect to play. You may have to sit still for a minute so the other person can do what they gotta do, and then you go. Then it seems like an ending. Something gotta end. Then communication gonna happen, and then you go. That's intriguing. It kind of seemed like you waiting for somebody to die, honestly. Then that's all the communication. And it's working with others. And it's complementing the world. Don't cross that line. Do not go before you're supposed to go. If you're feeling the need to sit still, sit still. That's intriguing. This is definitely waiting for somebody to pass away. But you might already know that you might got a loved one that's sick. When they pass away, you're going to have communication with them. That's what you're working on. That's amazing. Yep. The Ace of Wands is coming from the eternal side. That's you working with other people. Coming right out the doggone sky toward you. And it's blind communication. And that goes with that clear reflection. I wonder if I can move the cup and you can see it. Oh, even on my shirt a little bit. Things are reflecting from outside a little bit. You know, it's a message. I even noticed that sometimes, like, I don't want to do too much moving, you know, to mess it up. But the way I looked at the cup that's next to me is reflecting outside. It's the same aspect. It's like you have eyes in front of you and back of you and on the side of you. It's that type of guidance. But it's coming off blindfolded again. Because, you know, they're on the other side. That's the only way to explain it. You got seekers. Somebody come in this. Somebody want this. This is a blind spot. A blind spot's a confirmation. Somebody seeking this. This got the 3 on it too. Before you even get to the 2 4s that came out first. Which is the communication about a person. Where was the other 4 at? The 4 was the ending. About a death. Somebody want to know if they're communicating with somebody. Or will they? I'm gonna pull a card out. Let me see one more. Already passed away. are you on your way there? Which, if so, haha, haze. I surely would translate for you. That's what I love to do. The lovers. Kevin, they're not there yet. They still here. I said they're not there yet. The lovers is upright. The divine communication is in reverse. They're not there yet. You're definitely waiting. That's why you gotta stop. I should have knew that one already. But confirmation, huh? And it's the lovers too. That's so awesome. I want to say a spouse, but sometimes I realize people oneness comes in different forms. Like they may treat their child or some other family member or pet the way they would treat their spouse. Like they have that oneness with them. I do recognize that aspect. I kind of am the same way to an extent. You see me with my pet, you would think that was my whole world. Like I didn't have no kids or nothing. That pet is my whole life. But it's just for me, I have a different form of empathy for them, and we connect. It's like we understand each other, you know. Because I have a habit of communicating and operating with people who are misunderstood. It's intriguing. Because the question is like, why are you misunderstood? You know. For me, why am I misunderstood? A little too honest. I have to leave it in that form of a way because I normally tell people I do spiritual work, and one day I always be curious, like, what is that? Like, you think spiritual work is, yo? I work with the eternal aspect. And some people think that's weird, freaked out, you know, just too much. But it's like, it's life. It ain't like I'm just making this foolery up. But I feel like my mind is going a little bit, but it's just a misunderstood aspect. But it's like, why is that misunderstood? That's weird. It's quite understood. But people are scared of the known and the unknown, obviously. That's the only way I can explain that. And what is this over here? This is all good. This is waiting. That's how I said. You're waiting for somebody to pass away to the other side. To leave out this physical form and head over to the other side. And it's funny because I opened the blinds up all the way today, and I even opened the window. And what you see is a tree. It's your foundation. And I spoke of reflecting behind you. It's your foundation. It's intriguing. There's gonna be somebody in your foundation gonna pass away, but you're still gonna be communicating with them. It's just like the season. Intriguingly, the leaves are falling off the tree. They're gonna be back though. At some point in time, you know them leaves gonna come right back. It's the same aspect. It's a cycle. It's the world. It's gonna be right back. A few more from travel, then I'm gonna wrap it up. Is there anything else? Anything else? Communication. Is there anything else? Where are you? Outside? That's intriguing. I was about to say I'm in the kitchen, you know, but if you're looking at my background, you think I'm outside. And all these images, I put the card as outside. The lover card is the image of outside. The divine communication in reverse is outside. The Queen of Pentacles, which is the communication, is outside. And so is you being in the middle, blindfolded, is outside background. They're outside. Give joy always. It's the eternal aspect. Seems like the eternal aspect is talking to you already. That's intriguing. I need some drink. throat hurting a little bit. But what was I finna say? It's taking me to an old person. That's intriguing. Or it could be a sick person. Some people know that they're about to die. Some people, I hear they feel like it. And I actually had that feeling before. It made me reach out to my dad because I feel like my stepdad was reaching out to me, because I feel like he is like on that edge where he about to go to the other side. And it's an energy they send out. Like they want to start making things right and all that. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's the energy they send out. And you may be feeling that energy and getting curious as to if this true. Are you about to die? You might start getting the feeling that somebody about to die. It's because they send in that energy to you. And it's a want to make things right energy. That's funny because I know that feeling. I felt that feeling. That's intriguing. That's really intriguing. Where are you? Give joy always. Are you in a unsatisfying situation? Give joy always. People who do nice things for others are like fresh, cool breezes. They love to give and plan special deeds to make others feel good. Do you have any friends like this? Do you have anybody who just purpose is to give joy, to do good deeds? I would say yeah. I call them my servants, my little disciples. God's special helpers. As until everybody have a part to play. I am the light of the world. I read it. I feel like I'm circling back. When is God the police? That card. Jesus Christ. That's it. That's the message. A bridge to God. My throat is really hurting. So this is another thing. I heard people say, I've watched my other translators, and they speak of things like this, like how somebody could be trying to stop your block your throat chakra when important information is needed. I really feel like that. Like my throat really is starting to hurt. It's intriguing. Or maybe it's just the whole fact of communication is about to stop to an extent, but it's going to be recognized in a different form. Like y'all may... Oh, that's exactly what it is. Jesus, wow. This is one of those cherish the moments aspects. Y'all not going to be talking like this no more. You want to learn to communicate in a different form. This is taking in energy, shoulda, coulda, if you don't act on it. You know, it's one of those, you don't appreciate being able to do this until you can't. That's intriguing. Yeah, it made me a little sad, a little bit. But just a little bit, because that happens to a lot of people. Me and myself. I don't really have anybody I'm close with like that, honestly, where I couldn't reach them on the other side. Like, so it's not like too devastating for me personally, but if I couldn't reach them on the spiritual side, that might be a little different, yo. Seriously. But in my physical realm, I don't have anybody I'm stuck to like that, where just to have me devastated personally, because I know I can reach them on the other side. Like the ones that I'm around now who I'm supposed to care about, I operate with them on the eternal aspect of a level, which they don't really like that level, honestly. Some of them want to stay away from me because of that aspect. They tell me I'm crazy and all that. They don't appreciate the guidance from the eternal side, you know. Stuck and blindfolded. That's the same with the energy I just said. I operate better on the eternal side. My daily activity is me on the other side. How? I don't know. Not like something I just think of doing. Like, oh, you know what? I just do it. So that's the energy, you guys. Cherish the moment, huh?